children, welcome back. How are you all? Are you all ready for the class today? Yes. Now, let us begin the second session for class 5 for the subject mathematics. So, in this session, we are going to continue the chapter 3 patterns. And under this, we are going to learn rotating angles and the exercises 3.2 and 3.3. Now let us begin by rotating angles. Okay, so here we are going to find the angles for the rotating objects. Now look at this giant wheel. Children, have you taken a ride in a giant wheel? Yes? Is it scary? Yes, because of the height it will be very scary. Now coming back to the topic, as you can see there is a compartment for the passengers to sit. Okay, so what happens? The giant wheel moves in a rotation, moves in a circular rotation, and what happens? Each compartment is moved, okay, to certain position, and it will come back to the original position. Yes or no? When you get inside, to get out you have to come down. Yes, so the same way it is moving. So similar way we are going to use a rotating object which is nothing but a clock, where we find the time by the rotation of the minute hand and the hour hand. Okay, now let us consider a clock where the time is shown by the rotation of the minute hand and the hour hand. So as you can see, you can see the clock where you have the minute hand and the hour hand. Yes children? Now the minute hand and the hour hand of a clock form an angle. Yes? Yes or no? Both the hands, the minute hand and the hour hand, what happens? They both make an angle. Now let us learn the angles formed by the rotation of the hands of the clock. So first, zero angle. Children, do you remember in the last video we recalled the different types of angles? The same angles we are going to use them and learn the rotation of the hands of the clock. Okay, how the angles are formed in the rotation of the hands of the clock. So first, zero angle. How is it formed? When the minute hand and the hour hand lie one over the other. Okay, there is no angle formed, so that is zero angle. Next, straight angle. So here, what is the time? It is 6 o'clock. Okay, so here you have the minute hand at 12, the hour hand at 6. So when it lies like this, okay, so what type of angle is formed here? It is straight angle. Next, right angle. Now can you say the time? What is the time? It is 3 o'clock. So here the minute hand is at 12 and the hour hand is at 3. Yes, so in such a way that 90 degrees is formed. So now we have learned zero angle, straight angle, right angle. Now we are moving on to, what is the angle? Acute angle. Very good. So acute angle is formed when the time is 2. Yes, this is an example. It can be any time. Yes, so you know that acute angle is greater than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees. Yes children? So here when the time is at 2 o'clock, you can say it as an acute angle. It is an example of an acute angle. Next, obtuse angle is formed when the time is 7. That is when the angle is more than 90 and less than 180 degrees. Yes? And complete angle. So when is it complete angle? When they lie on each other. Yes, it can be taken as 0 also. Okay, previously we just saw 0 degrees. This is complete rotation. Okay, so for example, I'll just give the definition. If I give the definition, you can understand. From 12 midnight to 12 noon, Okay, so 12 midnight to 12 noon. From the timing, the hour hand of the clock will complete one rotation. Okay, that is, it will complete 360 degrees one. That is what is called as complete angle. Previously I just showed, no, that is complete angle. So from 12 midnight to 12 noon, the hour hand of the clock will complete one rotation. That is, it will complete 360 degree once. Yes, so that is what we are given here. Again we are given. But the minute hand will complete 12 rotations. What happens to this? The hour hand will complete one rotation. What happens to the minute hand? It will complete 12 rotations. Yes or no? So what will happen there? That is, it will complete 360 degrees 12 times. So it completes 12 rotations. Okay. So 360 degrees it will take 12 times. Okay children. So now let's move on to the exercise 3.2, where you have to mention the time in the clock when the angle is 180 degrees, 90 degrees and 60 degrees. Okay, so they are given three clocks. For that first one you have to mention the time when it is 180 degrees, and second one you have to find for 90 degrees, and for third it is 60 degrees. So now solution. Now for first one 180 degrees, so the time is 6 o'clock. Okay, so 180 degrees is simple 6 o'clock. Next for 90 degrees, what time should we do? It is 3 o'clock. Yes children? Yes. So it makes a 90 degrees, so 3 o'clock. Next for the third one, I can take it as 2 o'clock. Yes? Yes, it is 2 o'clock. Next one, second question, find the angle made by the hands of the clock at the given time. So you have to find the angle made by the hands of the clock. So time is given, we have to mention where the hands are at the given timing. So first one is 11 o'clock, next one is 9 o'clock, and third one is 6 o'clock. So solution, for 11 o'clock, how will the hands be? The minute hand is at 12, the hour hand is at 11. Okay, for 11 o'clock. Next one, what is the type of angle it is made? It is making an angle of acute angle, that is 30 degrees. Next one, for 9 o'clock, so you will have the minute hand at 12 and hour hand at 9. So what type of angle is it making? A right angle, that is 90 degrees. Next, for third one, for 6 o'clock, the minute hand is at 12, the hour hand is at 6. So what type of angle is it? It is straight angle, that is 180 degrees. Understood children? Yes. Let us move on to the next one. So fourth one, for 6:30. Okay, we have to draw the hands and mention what type of angle is formed. So for this solution, for fourth one 6:10, we have mentioned the hands. So minute hand is at 2 and hour hand is at 6. So what type of angle is formed? Obtuse angle. Yes. Next, for 6:45, we have drawn the hands of the clock. And what type of angle is measured, ma? Right angle, that is 90 degrees. And for the final one, 6:30. So both hands lie one over the other. So what type of angle is this? Zero angle. Okay. So when it is at 12, we say that it is completing. Okay, it depends upon the timing. It is 360 or 0. Here it is 0 only. Okay. Next, patterns in a collection of words. So we are going to find the patterns formed in a collection of particular words. Okay. Now, observe the words given below. So we are going to observe the words. So what is the first word? Few. F-E-W, few. Second word, cop, C-O-P, cop. Third word, cut, C-U-T, cut. Next, new, N-E-W, new. Hop, H-O-P, hop. Hut, H-U-T, hut. New, K-N-E-W, new. Shop, S-H-O-P, shop. Put, P-U-T, put. Now, when you observe the words, the first three words are repeated. Okay, the first three, few, cop, cut. When you look at the last two letters, E-W, O-P, U-T, they form a pattern of repeating itself with a new set of words. So, few, for that, new. Cop, hop. Cut, hut. So, this is the second pattern. The next pattern for few is new. C-O-P, cop. You can have shop. Cut, put. So, E-W-O-P-U-T. These words follow a pattern. Yes. So, this is what we have learned. Patterns in a collection of words. The last two letters of the words follow the pattern E-W-O-P-U-T. Yes. Now, example. Form the words ending with IN and all to make a pattern. So here you have a circle, and inside the circle in is there, and there are four partitions B, W, T, P. Okay, so using the four partition words, I have to form a word. Okay, using the letters B, W, P, T, I have to form new words which ends with IN. Okay, so let me start with B. So if I take B and join with IN, what is the word I get? Bin. Yes. Next, if I take W and join with IN, what is the word I get? Win. Next, if I take P, it is pin. And with T, it is tin. So I formed words ending with IN. Yes. Similarly, AIL. Okay. So I have to form a word using AIL as the ending letter. So M will be the first word. So if I add M with AIL, what is the first word I'll get? Mail. Yes. Next, if I use B, bail. If I use S, it is sail. And if I use T, what is the word? Tail. So I have used the words IN and AIL so that it ends with these letters and new set of words are formed. Okay. So exercise 3.3. Write down the collection of words by ending with ENT and HT. Okay, so I have to write the collection of words by ending with ENT and HT. So we'll be doing the first one. So example is given for the first one. Went. The first word is went. Second word is sent. So the remaining words I have to fill it up with ENT. Shall we do it? So for the first one, the third blank B with the dash. So I have to include ENT. So if I include that, what happens to that? B-E-N-T, bent. Second, R. With R, if I include ENT, R-E-N-T, rent. With T, if I include ENT, then it becomes tent. Yes? So, we have used the words, we have formed a collection of words using ENT. Next, Second one, night, light, then R dash B dash M dash. So for the second one I have to use HT, okay, as the ending letters. So if I use R with R should be combined with HT. So here I cannot use the same way. I cannot just use B E N T. I just included B with ENT. So bent, a new word came. But here I cannot just combine R and HT. That doesn't make a meaningful word, right? So I have to think about words. Night, light. So what could be the rhyming word? Right. Yes. So I can make use of right. Next, B. What about bright? Yes. Then might. So see here, right, bright, might. So all my words end with HT. Okay, children. So now this is what we have learned. So I hope everyone is thorough with the topic patterns now. So with this we have completed the chapter. If you have any doubts, ask your subject teachers without fail. Okay, children. Thank you, children. Take care. Bye.